How to spot mold from a leaking roof before it spreads. What if I told you there's something potentially dangerous growing in your attic right now, and you have less than 48 hours to stop it before it spreads? I'm about to share with you something that might save you thousands in repairs and protect your family's health. You see, I've been inspecting roofs for over 2 decades, and there's a critical pattern I've noticed. Most homeowners don't discover they have mold until it's already caused significant damage. The problem is, by the time you can see or smell it in your living space, it's usually been growing for a long time. Think of it like this. Mold is like an iceberg. What you see on your ceiling or walls is just a tip, but the real problem lies hidden above, silently spreading through your attic. And here's what's really concerning. According to recent studies, mold can begin developing within just 24 to 48 hours after a roof leak starts. That means you have a very small window to catch it before it starts to become a problem. But here's the good news. I'm going to show you exactly how to spot mold from a leaking roof before it spreads, using the same inspection techniques I've developed over years of experience. These are the exact methods that have helped countless homeowners catch mold early and save thousands in remediation costs. 1. Understanding where mold typically forms first. Let me take you through what happens in your attic when a roof starts leaking. The first signs of mold will typically show up in your attic, and there's a very specific reason for this. Your attic creates the perfect environment for mold growth. It's dark, often poorly ventilated, and when there's a roof leak, it provides the moisture mold needs to thrive. I remember inspecting a home recently where the homeowner had no idea there was a problem, but when I climbed into their attic, I immediately spotted the telltale signs on the underside of their roof decking. This is exactly where you need to look first: the wooden structures directly under your roof, especially around any areas where you might have noticed water stains on your ceiling below. 2. Identifying the 2 primary sources. Now, here's something crucial that many people don't realize. Mold in your attic usually only comes from 2 different sources. The first is roof leaks, which we're focusing on today, and the second is inadequate ventilation in your attic. Understanding this is important because it helps you narrow down the cause and take the right action. Think of your attic like a greenhouse. It needs proper airflow to prevent moisture buildup. When either water is getting in from above through a leak or humid air is getting trapped due to poor attic ventilation, you're creating the perfect breeding ground for mold. This is why proper roof maintenance and attic ventilation are both critical for preventing mold growth. 3. Visual identification of mold. Let's talk about what you're actually looking for when you inspect your attic. Mold from a roof leak is usually pretty easy to identify if you know what to look for. The color will normally be a dark gray or black, and it typically forms in a pattern that spreads outward from the source of the leak. Here's what's really important, and I've consulted with numerous mold experts about this over the years. While toxic black mold gets all the attention in the media, it's actually pretty rare. However, and this is crucial to understand, any type of mold can cause health problems, especially in people who are more environmentally sensitive or have existing respiratory issues. According to the Institute of Medicine, there's clear evidence linking indoor mold exposure to upper respiratory tract symptoms, coughing, and wheezing in otherwise healthy people. 4. Immediate action steps. If you spot a leak, whether you first notice it in your attic or in your living space, here's exactly what you need to do. The key is to address the issue and repair the leak as soon as possible. Remember that 24 to 48 hour window I mentioned earlier? This is why it's so critical to act fast. You don't want the mold to spread, which can happen relatively quickly. In fact, under ideal conditions for mold growth, which unfortunately most attics provide, a small patch of mold can expand significantly within just a few days. This is why professional inspections are so important. Catching these issues early can save you thousands in repairs and remediation costs. 5. Treatment options. After you repair the leak, you'll need to treat any existing mold to prevent its spread. For small contained areas on wood surfaces in your attic, bleach can work effectively. However, and this is extremely important, if the mold has built up on your sheetrock, you may need to remove that section entirely, depending upon how extensive the damage is. Let me share a quick story that illustrates why this is so crucial. Last week, I inspected a home where the owners had tried to simply paint over some mold on their ceiling. Within months, the mold had spread throughout the entire attic space, and what could have been a simple fix turned into a major remediation project costing over $6,000. All right, let me wrap this up with something really important. Catching mold early isn't just about protecting your home structure. It's about protecting your family's health and your financial investment. Remember, mold can begin growing within 24 to 48 hours of a leak starting. So regular attic inspections should be part of your home's regular maintenance routine. The key signs we covered today: checking the wood under your roof, looking for dark gray or black coloring, and acting immediately if you spot any signs of water intrusion. These could save you thousands in repairs and protect your family from potential health issues. But here's the thing: proper attic ventilation is just as crucial as preventing roof leaks when it comes to stopping mold growth. In my next video, I'll show you exactly how to check if your attic has proper ventilation and what to do if it doesn't. Click the video on screen now to learn more about protecting your home from moisture-related problems.